In building a house, in building a life, in building whatever you want in this life, finances is very important. And it is the finances that you have that will help you to get to your financial independence journey. Welcome, welcome, and welcome to my Life Plan Tips channel, where I talk about creating wealth online on your way to your financial independence. Yes, in today's video, we're going to be looking at pillar number 3, which is your finances. Yes, your finances is very important because that is what will make you to reach your financial independence on time. And if you're talking about your finances, what are those things that we need to look at? Number one thing that you will look at is, are you tracking your finances? Yes, tracking your finances is very important. And what do I mean by tracking? I mean keeping record of how much income comes to you, keeping record of how much income you spend, keeping records of your transaction. Yes, keeping record of your spending is very important because it is from the records that you keep that you will know that you are spending too much, that you will also know that the incomes that you are bringing will be enough to sustain you, and it will help you to get to your financial independence on time. How do you keep your record? You keep your record using your pen and your pencil, if you like the old method. Yes, by writing everything you buy, by writing every income that comes to you. Or if you have apps on your phone, yes, these days most phones come with apps on them that help you to keep your spending, help you to keep your transaction. Yes, so immediately you spend, write it, or you put it on your app to help you keep the record. Yes, the second issue we're looking at is budgeting. What is a budget? A budget is a plan for your money, a plan for how you spend your money. Yes, and every person needs a budget because it is a budget that will help you to stay in line in your finances. So how do you budget? Yeah, you budget by attaching every kobo, every penny, every naira you have to an item. Okay, so before your money comes in, make sure you have a plan for it. Take for instance, you want to buy a car. Yes, that's a big one. You must plan, you must budget for it. Okay, and how do you plan? Well, if you're expecting a big money, that will serve. But if you're not expecting a big money, right, then you tell yourself that. Take for instance, your salary is 200,000 per month. Yes, you decide on how much you're going to keep, 50,000 or 100,000 every month towards buying your car, right? So if your car is going to cost you like 2 million or 3 million, that means that you might not be able to pay for that car in a year, because if you're going to be saving 1 million, and if that car is 2 million or 3 million, that means you need to save for 24 months at 100,000. Then you'll be able to keep money to buy your car. So a budget is planning each and every kobo that you have. Okay, and why do you need to budget? You need to budget so that you don't overspend your money. You need to budget so that you don't get into debt, and you need to budget so that you have enough for all your goals that you keep. Right. Another thing we're going to be looking at under the finances is debt. I mean, paying your debt. How much debt do you have? Okay, and are you paying those debts? In this age and time, getting a loan is not a problem, right? And it is not wrong to get a loan. So you see, paying your debt is very important. And you need to pay your debt, because if you don't pay your debt on time, the interest will be accumulating, and that will mean additional money for you to spend. So you need to pay your debt on time, right? And then another issue we're going to look at is cutting down on your expenses. Yes, if you are going to be financially free, you need to cut down on your expenses, especially your top 5 expenses. What are some of those expenses that you need to cut down on? Your housing. Yes. Right. If you are living in a very expensive area and you are planning to be financially free, you need to cut down on how much you spend on your rent. Yes. And even on your mortgage, there are ways that you can do. There are things you can do to cut down on your mortgage. So you see, housing carries a big chunk of your money and you need to cut down on it. Yes, what else do you need to cut down on? You need to cut down on your feeding. Yes, I mean, you don't have to go out to eat every day. Yes, you don't have to go out dining every day. Or you don't have to buy all those big food that you don't need. You don't need all those ones. No. You can be moderate in your feeding. Yes. And you can go out to the market and buy food and cook at home. Yes. Cooking at home helps you to cut down on your feeding. Yes. You also need to cut down on your transportation. Yes. You don't have to buy that brand new car. You can go for a grade A car. Yes, which will serve your purpose. All right. And then you also need to cut down on your transportation by trekking for a distance before you join your bus or your taxi. Yes, it will help, and it's also good for your health. Yes, trekking is good for your health, because you get the fresh air. You get to breathe the fresh air. So you see, you can trek to a certain level in order to cut down on your transportation. What else can you cut down? You can cut down on your cables. Yes. Yes, you don't have to go for the highest subscription. You see, if you have children and your children are away in school, you can decide that within that period, you can go for the barest minimum subscription, because most time you're not around. You're either at your job or at your shop, or you go out running your own business. So you see, most time you're not at, and that subscription that you subscribe to will just be there. So you see, you can cut down. I mean, when the children are at home during the holidays, or when you are on leave, you can decide to subscribe to that expensive subscription level that you want to. So you see, you can cut down on your subscription. What else can you cut down? You can cut down on your personal effect, your clothing, for instance. Yes, you don't have to buy the most expensive wrapper or the most expensive shirt. I mean, you can go for the normal one. A cloth is a cloth. But then once in a while, you can go for that expensive one. But your wardrobe does not need to contain all the expensive things. Yes, by cutting down, you will help yourself to get your financial independence on time. Yes. Another thing you need to do for your finances, if you are really serious about getting your financial independence, is that you must have an emergency savings fund. What do I mean by an emergency savings fund? An emergency savings fund is your 3 to 6 months monthly expenses that you save. Yes. Take, for instance, you're able to track your expenses and you discover that you spend like 100,000 in a month, right? That means that you will need to save 600,000. Yes, and keep it somewhere in case of emergency. What are those emergencies that do come? Accidents, car. Yes, I mean, accidents don't tell you that they are coming, or even sickness, diseases that will need you to be admitted. They don't usually tell you that you are coming. Okay, so you need to have money on ground for such cases. What about emergency family issues? Yes, there might be death in the family and you need to travel. And if you don't have money on ground saved somewhere, what happens in that case? So you see, you need an emergency saving fund kept somewhere for such emergencies or challenges that will come your way. Yes, you also need to invest. Yes, that's another financial issue you need to tackle. You need to invest. I mean, it's not only the matter of saving. You also need to save and invest so that that money you invest will produce additional income for you. Okay, there are various ways you can invest your saved money. You can invest in the stock market. You can invest in bonds. Yes. You can invest in real estate. Yes. Buy buildings. Or you can invest in businesses. Yes, that are businesses that are coming up that you decide to join hands with somebody to invest your money. So you see, there's a reason for you to invest. Yes. Then in looking at your finances also, you must protect your properties. We're talking about risk management. Yes. How do you protect your properties? How do you protect what you have? How do you protect your life? You must buy life insurance. You must buy insurance to cover your properties or your business. Yes. So protecting what you have and your loved ones is very important. In looking at pillar number 3, which is our finances, right? We look at retirement. Yes. Retirement is very important in the life of individual. I mean, you must plan for your retirement. Don't think that you just live your life and at the end of time when you are old, your life continues. No, it doesn't work that way. You must save money towards your retirement. I mean, retirement is when you no longer have the strength to do the things that you are able to do. A 25-year-old person is different from a 50-year-old person, and a 50-year-old person is different from a 75-year-old person. So you see, by the time you get to that 75, you are already old and your body cannot function the way it used to be. So you see, you need to save money. You need investment that will generate income for you in your old age, so that you don't start running about. You don't work when you are 60, 65. You don't have that kind of energy again. All right. Yeah, you might still be working at the age of 60 or 65, but the kind of job you'll be doing will not be those type of job that a 30-year-old person is doing. So you see, you need multiple streams of income in your old age to help you. So looking at your finances is very, very important, so that you don't have to be working and overworking yourself in your old age. So until I come your way, please like and subscribe to my Life Plan Tips channel, where I talk about creating wealth online on your way to your financial independence. Bye for now.